Colin at Apache Camping Center here. We have the Outdoors RV 19 MKS. This is the first edition of their Murphy bed. Now, before you jump off, because I said Murphy bed, you're gonna have to see how comfortable this Murphy bed really is. It opens up a ton of possibilities. This is the smallest trailer now that Outdoors RV makes, and they've packed a ton inside. On the outside, you've got a few different amenities that really make it different in the build and construction. First off, it's gonna be all slam latches. These are all 1-inch thick doors. The actual thickness of the walls are 2 inches thick, where industry standard is maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches. They've gone a full 2 inches, giving you a ton more insulation. Not only that, they fill out everything built and finished. This does have diamond plate flooring all the way through. So if you're throwing something in there that's heavy, this is actually, the opening is made for a Honda generator size. So you can throw a Honda generator in there, have a little bit of leaking on the gas or the oil, and it's not gonna be too big of a deal. Now on the slide itself, you do have 3 seals in here. You have a squeegee, a seal, and then a squeegee on the other side. So I can't even get my fingers all the way through. They not only do it on the 3 sides, on the front, the back, and the top, they do it underneath. So that is squeegeeing off all that water up there, keeping it nice and clean. Now, since we're down here, let's take a look at their 8-inch I-beam. This is an 8-inch I-beam that they use for their chassis that's built in-house. That is absolutely amazing for an RV to have a chassis built in-house. They have angle irons on every stress point. They'll put it in between the I-beams, so it keeps it a lot more sturdier. So if you're beating this thing down the road, it's not going to be flexing or breaking. You do have your dump tank valves tucked up underneath into the actual insulation underneath. There is ducted heating, and the ducted heating actually blows onto the tanks themselves. This is going to be the full 2-inch thickness on the walls of the slide. On a lot of travel trailers, they'll skimp on the side walls of the slide. So having that insulation all the way throughout, not only that, but this piece, this face of the slide is cut out of this larger piece here. So it fits perfectly in the hole cut in the side as the slide. As you've noticed on the side, this is a Schwintek system slide. This mechanism had a bad reputation in about 2021, 22. They would switch to a plastic gear drive during those years, and that was not doing too well. They've since switched back to a metal gear drive, which helped immensely and made it much more reliable. There is Goodyear tire standard on here. These are load rating E, so that is 12 ply, keeping you nice and safe going down the road. You do have a 1-inch insulated door on the shower that keeps that whole tube insulated. That's hot and cold taps right there. You do have a little light for the dump valves under here. Now moving around back, do you have an option for throwing a backup camera up here? This is the Mountain series. You can check out the difference between the Mountain and Titanium series, link below. I have a video on that. It'll give you a good overview of what comes on the Titanium series. The Mountain series, it is going to be that base level, sturdily built, not a whole bunch of bells and whistles, but much more for longevity and build. Back here, do you have a cheeky door, giving you a little bit more storage on the rear end. Awning covers about the entire of the travel trailer itself. It is less than 20 feet in length on the box. You do have a aluminum shield on the awning when it's all rolled up. You have outdoor speakers, freshwater tank fill out here, hot water tank, exhaust, range hood. All right, let's jump inside this 19 MKS and see what all the hype is about. Right away, you see 2 different seating options. You've got your dinette here for dinners, board games, anything like that. And over here, you do have your theater seating. I will get to that in a second. It's perfectly placed to where something else might be enjoyed. Let's spin around back to this dinette here. What looks off? It is the Murphy bed. Now again, before you jump off, let me show you how this Murphy bed works and how comfortable it actually is. I really encourage you to jump down to one of our locations and jump on that bed, because I have yet to see someone try to replace that bed because it is so comfortable. That is a larger dinette width-wise. You got a ton of space there. Jumping back to the theater seating. If I sit down here and I look across, what do I see? TV perfectly placed. that is a fantastic option, or not an option, that's standard for this 19 MKS. Now, if we jump down below, you do have your DVD, CD, Bluetooth, everything, entertainment system right there. A nice big prep space, 110 outlet. Underneath, you do have much deeper storage than what it would seem like. The Outdoors RV does a great job with their solid wood cabinetry, all built to spec specifically for these trailers. This is their 3-burner stove oven. You got the Suburban with the auto ignite or the oven. Nice backsplash, great attention to detail. You got the range hood, microwave up top, a lot more storage over here up top for any of your plates, dishes, blenders, food processors, magic bullets, all the bells and whistles for your air fryer. This is the nice little pocket back here. You can put some of those appliances as well. You do have a 110 outlet right there to be able to use them. You've got a nice big basin sink. Now this is a much more solid countertop. There's no composite in here. It's either this solid quartz type countertop or solid wood. It is a big basin sink. Nice area to work. It's great to have a window right above your workspace as well. Now back here, they have opted for the 12-volt fridge. This is actually a two-way fridge. The 12-volt fridge is now standard for 2024s and beyond. Have a pocket door for the bathroom, so you don't have any swinging out into the kitchen here. You do have a nice porcelain toilet down below. Little cubbies, nice places to hang your or your towels up top. Medicine cabinet, sink, nice big rectangular shower. Now the head height in here is absolutely phenomenal. I'm 6'5", have plenty of room. I'll show you that in a second here. All right, so I'm 6'5", I've got plenty of room, even under the AC. I've got plenty of room to stand up. Because that is cambered so harshly on the roof, they call it the cathedral style ceiling. That gives you a lot of head height in the interior, but on the exterior, it gives you some benefits as well. When you're in the Northwest, you've got a lot of leaves, pine needles, things like that that can collect on top of the roof. And if that collects, it can also collect water into little pools of water that can find their way in. And that is the last thing that you want on your new trailer. So having that cambered roof, it helps shed that material really easily. So you have a nice, well-built, well thought out, well-designed trailer. All right, Murphy bed. You've got a great dinette right here. Plenty of space to eat, work, play games, but it's bedtime. Let's throw down the bed. It's nice sturdy latches up here. You always want to make sure before you pull down the bed that you pull out these extra braces down here. This will give the support on the bed that the bed needs, so you are comfortable sleeping at night. Down goes the bed, up goes you, and boom, you are asleep. Now this bed is going to be an RV queen, very comfortable. I'm ready to take a nap. You've got reading lights on either side. And when you're done, you just fold it right back up. Fold it up, clicks into place. You make sure to always put these little leaves back underneath the cushions there. Pull this latch down, pull the leg out. Now you've got a dinette. Now, if you are looking for different things like storage on either side, you do have hanging lockers on either side, and you have your 110 outlet and your 12-volt outlets on either side of the bed, and you have a nice little nightstand too. Storage-wise, maybe a little bit more limited around the bed, but overall, it's looking pretty nice. Not to mention, these recliners are pretty darn comfortable to be able to sit back, relax, and watch your film. Now, this is the 19 MKS. They do make a 21 MKS. If you do have the family coming along, it's a bunk bed model. I'll link that in the description below so you can check that out. This is the 19 MKS by Outdoors RV. If you are interested in this model or any other model by Outdoors RV, you can always download the brochure linked below, or you can get in contact with us at apachecamping.com.